be harmful and to hurt elderly folks. Both my grandmothers lived to be 94. They both ended up living in residential care facilities. That's one of the things that we do at the Attorney General's office to protect those who live in residential care facilities. And my grandmothers received excellent care. And whether it's this gentleman, Lee, or others, they should all have respectful care and not have someone take advantage of them. That's how this young woman, again, based on the fact that we've seen, met Lee, is because she worked in a facility where he was living at the time, and that's how she met him and was able to develop a relationship, shall we say.
What if you go to Lee and you go, hey, Lee, you happy? He goes, hey, yeah, man, I'm happy. This is awesome. Then do you just go, you know what? We did what we can do.
Well, that's where Adult Protective Services through the Department of Human Services comes into play, and they determine whether or not Lee was impaired, particularly at the time. And, it may take a court order to determine that whether or not he was impaired at the time he made these decisions to marry this woman or to sign something over to this woman if that has, in fact, happened. And so it would take, Adult Protective Services investigating these allegations and making an assessment to determine whether or not he's endangered or impaired, and then eventually a court making that decision because, this young woman very well could have the best of intentions or she could have the worst of intentions, and that's going to take the protective services and the courts to make that determination. And again, we have been made aware of it. We are working, Governor's Office, Department of Human Services, others, to not just protect Lee, but to protect all those who are in Lee's circumstances.
I'm invested. I have a couple questions. By the way, Leslie Rutledge, the Attorney General of Arkansas, is on with us. What do they refer to you as when people meet you? Are they like, hello, Miss Attorney General, or like Your Honor, or Your Majesty? How do people address you when they meet you?
Well, I tell people to just call me Leslie, but there's all sorts of formal names. There's Attorney General, there's AG. But again, I say just call me Leslie because that's my name. That's what I like to be called. I'm very laid back. I go out and visit with people all the time, and so if I hear Leslie, I know exactly who they're talking to.
Listen to this. In 2018, she became the first constitutional officer in the state's history to give birth while holding office.
Wow.
Ooh, that's
cool.
pretty amazing.
That's
right
awesome.
there. So what was that like, and how great or not great was the state to you whenever you had a baby while you're working?
Oh, well, it was incredible. I'm 44, so I had my daughter when I was 42, and my husband and I met later in life. I was up for re-election 2018. I was chair of the Republican Attorneys General Association 2018. And then here I am pregnant, and you know how hot it is in Arkansas in the summer, so I give birth in July. But the state was so encouraging, so welcoming. And when I had that little girl, Bobby, and I saw her face for the first time, I knew exactly how much God loves us. And it has just been the most rewarding experience being a parent and loving her and watching her grow and develop. It's been an awesome 2+ years.
That's great. Well, let me say, I really am thankful that you called. I think you're just a great person. And are you running for governor in 2 years? Is that true?
It is true. So I announced in July that I was running for governor in 2022. We are going to make Arkansas first, whether it's first in education, first in job growth, first in manufacturing, first in tax reform, that I am tired of Arkansas being 47th, 48th in too many categories. The only time I'm going to be happy with Arkansas being 47th is when I'm sworn in as the 47th governor of the state of Arkansas.
Hey, love that attitude. Come
Nice.
on.
Wow.
Love that. Okay. Thank you for your time. I hope you have a wonderful day. And if anything changes with this, I'd love for you to come back on either way.
Well, you bet, Bobby, and thank you for raising it and looking after folks, in particular our seniors who are in residential care facilities. I sure appreciate it. Y'all have a great day.
All right. Thanks, General.
Yeah,
Bye,
General's good.
Leslie.
Yeah.
AG.
Yeah. AG. And
Guys.
before you hang up, I'm going to beat you if I run. Oh, you lost her? Oh, you already hung up on
You
her.
waited.
Oh,
big
wait.
fella.
No. No, I thought she was still on.
I
That's
like the way
not
you talk
good.
trash.
No, I thought she was still on the phone.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. I'm glad. For someone to come on this show with such a serious position, you got to go, that's pretty cool of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, look at that. That's pretty why don't we play this song, Kane Brown, Good As You? We got an update there, and then we'll do the big story in just a second. But that's pretty neat. Let's go over and do the big story of the day.
Bobby's Big
Story.
Luke Parker was on The Bachelorette. A couple seasons ago, I guess. Lunchbox, do you know who Luke Parker is?
I'm Googling right now.
So E says that he has to pay $100,000 because he said some stuff too early, and now they're saying, okay, you broke your contract.
Oh, yeah. I know that
Oh,
guy.
yeah, I know who he is.
You do?
Yeah.
What do you know him from, Amy?
The Bachelorette. Yeah, just seeing him on TV. I know who he is.
The reality star violated the contract by speaking out without prior approval. According to ET, the agreement was to be upheld from the moment the contract was signed until 1 year after the final episode. The outlet reported that Luke further breached the contract by speaking negatively about the show, so they're suing him for $100,000. He's got to pay $100,000.
Oh,
He was on Hannah Brown's season.
Oh, yeah. It says one of the most unforgettable moments on the show was when he got into a disagreement with Hannah Brown about doing it before marriage. Meanwhile, a new season of The Bachelorette just kicked off. Anybody watch the new season?
yeah.
How was it?
That's all right. It's about to get crazy, though, because I kind of know what happens. So,
Yeah, she leaves the show.
well, okay, yes.
That's known, though.
I know, but how crazy is that they started the season and they had to stop filming because of Corona, and she kept talking to one of the dudes that she originally met, and so they were like, we got to find a new girl.
And it's known there's a new girl takes over in the middle. We even know who
Yes.
the new girl is. They've did
Yes.
some press for it already.
Who told you that? Luke?
No,
Luke.
This dude?
Oh,
Luke Parker.
Luke Parker?
he was on the show last
He's
week.
still the guts.
Who told? Who, does that just get out?
You know,
Yeah.
I think
okay.
they announced it.
They did announce it.
So
So
they
they
had to go
announced
and
who
find-
the other girl is, too.
They had to go find new dudes and everything.
So even like Granger Smith's brother?
I think he's still in, huh? Does he stay
Yeah,
in?
I think what happens is they had original guys that were with this girl, Claire, and then she met this dude, and when they started to refilm, they had to bring new dudes in, and they brought that guy back, and she was like, I still like this guy. I'm like, bring this other girl in. You guys, you thought you were coming here for Claire, but you got this girl now. I mean, it's going to be crazy. Woo! Like when they say the most dramatic rose ceremony yet.
ever.
It
This
is?
is it.
Finally, because she
Yeah.
just leaves? All right, that's your big story. Thank you.
Bobby's Big
Story.
In a second, we're going to do Spill the Tea, where someone on the show is going to rat on somebody else. This has in someone's personal life.
Oh, great.
Like someone on the show has come on and is going to tell on someone for something they're doing that they haven't talked about on the show. Not only that, we have a caller that wants to talk about it too, who knows?
Oh.
Which is weird. Hey, Ray, turn Aaron and Virginia up, West Virginia up real quick. Hey, Aaron, I don't want you to say what it is quite yet, but you're calling for the exact segment that we're about to do. So can you hang on for a few minutes?
Yeah, I figured Eddie would bring it up.
Oh, hey. That's messed up. That's messed up, man.
Okay.
He may have a different one, though, right?
No,
it's
No,
the same.
it's-
It's the
Oh,
same.
boy.
Yeah, Eddie's the rat. We'll be honest.
Dang it. Okay.
Aaron, stay on the phone, okay? We want you to talk about this too.
Okay.
All right, back in a few minutes. Hold on one second.
Hey y'all, it's Luke Bryan, and you're listening to the Bobby Bones Show. Mr. Bobby Bones.
What
No.
Call us if you want. 877-77-BOBBY. 877-77-BOBBY. On 4 Things with Amy Brown today, singer-songwriter Matthew West is on. Amy and Matthew chat about family, his song Truth Be Told, and he breaks down the 4 things that he's grateful for. So check that podcast out, 4 Things with Amy Brown.
Super. He's so inspiring.
Let's spill the tea.
Let's spill the tea.
Hey, Aaron in West Virginia, go ahead and tell everybody what you called about.
Well, I was listening to the Sore Losers podcast yesterday, and they were talking about voting, having your licenses and stuff, and Eddie was just asking Lunchbox about his driver's license, but Lunchbox accidentally told on himself about still having his Texas plate from 8 years ago on his car.
Which is what Eddie messaged me about last night.
That's it.
Oh, man.
8 years, dude. You know, usually people slip about a year. But we moved here 8 years ago, and he still has his same plates, which you can't register in a new state. So that means he's been riding dirty for 8 years.
Well, riding dirty means carrying drugs.
Whatever. Illegally.
Okay. So how expired are your plates and tags?
Well, yeah, my inspection and registration on my window are from 2013.
And no one's pulled you over?
I did get pulled over one time about a year and a half ago, and I told the dude, oh, yeah, man, car hadn't been running, just, working out the things, putting the catalytic converter in there, And he's like, yeah. I was just making up terms, Amy. And he gave me a ticket anyway, so I had to pay the ticket, and I still got my...
Do you have any intention to...
No, it's part of not letting go where I came from.
What?
Sticking with my roots. You know what I mean? I don't want to change. I don't want people to think I'm something different just because I'm a huge celebrity now. I know where I came from.
I'd like to give our address to the radio station so the cops can come on up here and ticket his car and then wait for him outside. Aaron, what should happen on Lunchbox here? Can you vote?
Yeah, I have a driver's license here.
Okay.
I just don't have my car set up here.
Aaron, what would you say happens?
I'm not sure. The law might take care of that for you.
Yeah. We'll leave here today probably around noon.
What's wrong with you guys?
Noon.
Like, why? Man,
Be looking for an Altima.
05 Altima.
05 Altima.
204,000 miles.
Yeah. All right. Aaron, thank you for that call. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. See you later. Let's go to James in Florida, who is on the phone. Hey, James. Welcome to the Bobby Bone Show. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Bobby and
Morning.
crew. How y'all doing?
We're doing pretty good. What can I do for you?
Hey, I was listening to your segment earlier. Y'all were talking about the weddings that's going on. And Amy made a comment that her wedding, I guess from the time she met her husband to the time they got married, was very short. And I just wanted to make a statement or a comment that when my wife, we were married in 6 weeks.
Whoa. How quickly were you married?
Well, he proposed in October and got married in December. We had 8 weeks to plan the wedding.
So about the same as this guy.
Yeah, but I mean, we had
Is
been
it weird
dating
that you didn't
a
even
little
really
bit.
know them? Both of you two.
Well,
On the phone
I
and
don't know.
here.
Is that you proposed 6 weeks, or you met her 6 weeks before y'all got married?
May, and we were married on the 4th of July.
So you met in May.
Wow.
You got married in July. Did you feel like you knew her, or you just thought this was a good investment and you needed to get in early?
No, I knew her.
You?
I knew her real well.
You knew her real well.
Now Amy's questioning him. Amy was on the same team with him for a while. She's like, yeah, sometimes you find love.
Well, like, Amy, you knew your husband for a while,
Yeah,
right?
I had known him since I was a kid.
Come on. You'd been out of contact for 20 years.
No, Bobby, you are so
She was like,
exaggerating
I knew
right
him
now.
when we were 8.
I did. I was friends with his family. Our parents are friends. My sister is married to his best friend. 20 years, that's a stretch. I probably hadn't seen him since he joined the Air Force and was overseas for about 5 years. But that's 20 years is a stretch.
Okay.
Okay. But I mean, yeah, I feel like everybody has different stories. Some people get married in 4 weeks and they stay married 50 years. Some people get married in 4 weeks and divorce the next day.
I bet you if you looked at the ratios, though,
Yeah,
those
they're
that
more.
jumped in probably didn't have as good of a rate. But good for you, James. It's awesome, man. How long you been married now?
34 years.
Look
What
at that.
Wow. That's a big deal.
Shout
That's
out.
awesome, man. Congratulations
I love
on
it.
that. Well, I appreciate that call, James. Have a great day.
Hey, you too. Thank you. Bye.
All right, here's Denise from Iowa that left a voicemail last night.
Morning, studio. I was just calling to find out, hey, Bobby, what's way better, getting engaged or the hole-in-one?
So yesterday, Eddie and I played golf, and we were on a par 3, and I've never had a hole-in-one in my life before.
You got a hole-in-one?
And so I hit.
What?
And we saw it tracking right at the hole. The ball was going right to the hole. And we're like, oh, my gosh. And it landed and then rolled off about 2 feet, 2 or 3 feet to the left. And I was like, oh, I almost went in. And so I said, record this one. So then you're never going to believe this. I get up again a second time, hit it, boom. Eddie, same line, right?
Same line.
Same line.
Identical.
When we're recording it, and how often do you record it, and it lands, boom, and rolls about 3 feet, 4 feet to the left again. So, but we faked it. We started jumping around like, yeah.
We're like, this time we're going to fake it.
Yeah. And for a second, though, I was like, oh my gosh, what if that goes in? Luckily for me, I had 2 great shots. However, it wasn't real.
No.
Oh.
We were faking it
Hey,
anyway.
thanks. I didn't know you were going to say it was real or not. Good job, because really there's no proof. There's no
And
proof.
we didn't even say hole-in-one. We just started jumping around going, jackpot!
That's true.
It's on my TikTok. My TikTok's Mr. Bobby Bones. I guess it's on my Instagram story too, Mr. Bobby Bones. But yeah, there really wasn't a hole-in-one. And people would send me messages. Like Scotty McCurry hit me last night.
He did?
Yeah. So because he's a golfer. And I don't think I lied to anybody. But sometimes I'll strategically use my words.
So that it's not a lie.
Yeah.
Technically.
Let me see what I said to Scotty. So Scotty hit me last night. He goes, you really make it? I said, landed a few feet away. Premature. Premature celebration.
We jumped up and down for 2 seconds.
Yeah, check it out. Mr. Bobby Bones. Let's go to voicemail number 2. Here you go.
Hey, Bobby. Me and my daughter are big fans of your show. She's 9, and she just had a trip to the eye doctor and found out that her left eye, she's got a lazy left eye, and she also is really bad farsighted. And so she's going to have to wear glasses all the time. And she's kind of bummed out and really upset. But I told her that Bobby Bones, one of her favorite guys, wears glasses. And if you could give her a shout out to make her feel better, that would be great. Her name's Emma.
Not only do I wear glasses, Emma, I have a lazy left eye too. It doesn't work. It gets 8% vision. Now, I'm lucky that it's not lazy and that it moves. It's right on line with my other eye. Because I know some folks who weren't that lucky and their eye works a little differently.
But didn't you have to wear a patch to straighten that up too?
As a young kid, I wore a patch for a bit, but I kept getting beat up because kids called me a pirate. And so they beat me up on the school bus. And so finally I was like, I'm out of here. I'm not doing it. Because when you're young, they can patch your good eye and make your bad eye work.
Right.
But now that I'm older, it is what it is. So I love my glasses. I wish that I didn't have to wear them. At least I did for a long time. But now, glasses are cool. 'Cause most people try to find fake glasses because they're like, man, I wonder what I look like in glasses. And if you want, I've just now got one contact for my good eye, my right eye. Sometimes I wear it. But most times I'm like, you know what? I kind of like wearing glasses. So, Emma, good for you. I'm pumped you get to wear glasses. You know all the styles you get to wear? You can, for me, I don't have that pretty of a face, so I have glasses to kind of protect that. You can do the opposite. Emma, it'll be awesome. You're going to love the glasses. I love my glasses. All right, I have one more. Let me do number 4, voicemail number 4. Cody from New Mexico.
Hey, good morning, studio. Can Bobby and Eddie bring back Bobby and Eddie's music school? That's just a question.
If you go to the latest Bobbycast, there is one. Eddie and I do one on that. The Bobbycast is a podcast that we do music related. Also on tomorrow's, Lee Greenwood is on. You know, God Bless the USA. And we talk about that. I was like, hey, that song's been massive for 40 years. This is me talking to Lee Greenwood about how it was never supposed to even be a single. Here you go.
When I wrote God Bless USA, it was for our 4th album project, You Got a Good Luck Coming. But Universal made the call to have God Bless USA be released as a single. It was never intended to do that. However, after its release in 83 and 84, it was embraced by the public. It was embraced as a career song for me, but not for quite a few years.
Listen to that conversation, because as I was talking to him, I was like, this is the craziest story. The song, we love it. We know it. It's an anthem for us. It's like the junior varsity national anthem.
Yeah.
He wrote it by himself on the back of a bus. Didn't even finish it. Never expected it to be a single. Ends up winning CMA Song of the Year. And you know he had 8 number 1s in the 80s?
Really? 8?
I thought he had that song.
That's a lot.
Wow.
He has 8 number 1s. Listen, Lee Greenwood on tomorrow's Bobbycast. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow, Jason Aldean will be on the show. Call if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. We'll come back in 1 second.
The Bobby Bones Show.
When you get a haircut, do you like your barber stylist to be chatty or no?
It depends on the day, and mine goes with the flow.
I bring it up because I have the perfect stylist. She knows I'm not big on talking. After I leave this show, I only got a lot to say. And we can sit there in quiet. And I think she enjoys the quiet too. Because think about how hard it is to have to be a barber or a stylist and to always have to bring up conversation.
Yeah.
You're just trying to avoid the awkwardness. And she nails it when it's time. But I sit down and I'm like, you good? Because I've been going to her for 5-6 years now. Maybe longer than that. And it's just perfect. And I was thinking about that because I just got a haircut. And I was like, I wonder if they like it chatty or not. Because I like nothing. I like to sit there and just listen to the sounds of the room. So I'm going 0% talk. You?
I would say, yeah, go with the flow. Feel them out. It's okay if you want to talk a little bit, but if you're not getting the conversation back, yeah, give them a break. I normally use that time to work and I have my computer out, but sometimes I'll shut it and we'll talk.
Well, and two, they have their go-tos. Hey, you've seen a movie lately?
Yeah.
Totally, yes.
Hey, what you watching on TV?
They say it's part of their job.
I agree, and it's an annoying part of their job they have to do. I'm not saying I'm annoyed by it.
Or they got into that because they're a really good people person.
But that's okay, but you don't always want to do that. Yeah. Even the most people persons want to have to talk to every single person that comes in.
Yeah.
And I'm no joy to talk to. Because I'm just like, I woke up at 3 this morning. Got to go to bed at 8 tonight. A little off the side. You know?
Yeah.
Chatty or no, Eddie?
Come on, man. You know me, 100%.
Yeah,
I mean, me and my boy Ash, we talk about everything. He just got his real estate license. He's about to start selling houses while cutting hair, too. We talk all the time about everything.
I bet you it's a bit like a bartender.
Yeah. Has to listen to problems.
Like, really gets a lot more than they should. And
know.
that job probably deserves.
I wonder sometimes if there's, client haircutter privileges.
There is not.
They can't. I'm sure they get told a lot of stuff.
Lunchbox?
I mean, I don't want talking. It's just, I don't go to the same person every time, so it's the same conversation every time. Oh, so what do? Do you have a family? Oh, you watch anything on TV? Cool. Next person. Next time I go. So you got a family? What do you do for the? It's the
what
same.
Do you do when someone says that?
I just tell them I'm in the public eye.
That's your response.
Wait, so if I'm cutting your hair and I'm, hey man, you got real mange up here, but hey, what do you do for a living?
I'm in the public eye, I mean, a lot of people.
And then they have to follow up.
And then they're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I'm just on the biggest country radio show in the nation. Oh, really? Yeah, we're on like 150 stations around the country and Canada, and we're called the Bobby Bones Show. Oh, cool. I have to give it a listen. Yeah, man, I'm Lunchbox on the show. Big deal.
If you ever have to tell anyone you're a big deal.
After he said, cool, man, I'll listen.
Yeah. Obviously, he's never heard of it or listened to it.
Yeah, so that's what I tell them, and it's just like, all right, cool.
Larry in Louisiana, you're on the show. What's going on?
What's going on, buddy?
You are on the air.
All right, cool, man. No, I just called in reference to that guy with the license plate. I got a phone call from my company one day. They said, park your truck. Your license is suspended. Turns out I owed DMV $3,500 for not turning in my license plate.
Lunchbox, are you going to get in trouble?
Whoa.
You've had your license for 8 years. You're over 8 years.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get in trouble. I didn't know that it was illegal to do that. I mean,
What are you talking about?
I knew it's illegal not to renew it, like you get fined because I did get a ticket, but I don't think I'm gonna owe $3,000.
Can we get the Attorney General of Tennessee on for everything? Now we find an Attorney General of
Everything.
First, it was Gucci's $1,200 grass stained jeans. Remember those?
Oh, yeah.
Now it's Ralph Lauren selling a pair of paint-splattered coveralls for $800. Here's how they described it on the website. Made from Japanese cotton satin with the reverse side facing out, utility pockets, all over paint splatters.
Ooh.
Wouldn't it be cheaper to go to Walmart and just get paint?
Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, this is ridiculous. I wonder what wonder what it's made of, though.
Japanese silk or something.
And we wouldn't know the difference.
Exactly.
You could give me a Hanes t-shirt, cut the tag off, and say this is Japanese silk, and I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah.
Never
Nice.
felt this before. This is amazing. Call us if you want, 877-77-BOBBY. Nick, you're on the Bobby Bones Show. Nick, how are you, my friend? In Knoxville, Tennessee. Nick, you're on.
Hey, so I was just needing some advice.
All right.
If you guys have time.
Sure.
So my ex-girlfriend now, I just broke up with her like last weekend. But for her birthday, I bought us Chris Stapleton and George Strait tickets for next August.
Okay.
So I was just needing an unbiased opinion. Her friends say that, lack of a better term, I'm a bad guy for taking those tickets to go with her. And my friends are like, no, dude, you did the right thing.
So you bought her tickets to see Stapleton and George Strait. They weren't playing together, right? They were separate shows?
No, they're playing together. They were like $600.
Holy
cow. Oh, wow. I wanna go.
They're
Take 'em
playing
back.
together.
Take 'em
I
back.
want them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm in.
So you bought them tickets to see Stapleton and George Strait, and you took them back from her, and she thinks she should have kept them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You're going to hate to hear this, but you give somebody a gift, it's their gift. The end.
But it wasn't it for you guys?
But it doesn't. But if you got them for her birthday,
Oh.
listen, Nick, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and sometimes as a judge, you have to give decisions based on the opposite of what your heart feels. You gave it a gift. I don't care if the gift was a paper airplane or $600 tickets to an awesome concert.
Question.
What?
If you propose to someone and they say yes and then you break off the engagement and break up, does she give the ring back?
Yeah.
But that was a gift.
Well, I guess it depends on who cheated.
Nobody said, I didn't say anybody cheated.
Oh, for sure. Let's be
Well,
honest.
for sure.
Somebody cheated.
Yeah.
Okay.
You already assumed.
So what?
I would say that's not as much. It's a gift some, but it's also a binding. It's like a contractual statement.
Right. It's a unity. It's both of
Yeah.
you together.
I say that's different
It
than
is-
concert
okay,
tickets.
just curious.
Yeah. So I think that is situational based on what happened with the engagement. Let's say me and you get engaged and I cheat on you and you have a nice fancy ring. You don't
Keeping
give that
it,
crap back
yeah.
to me. I just screwed you over.
Yeah.
However, we get together, we break up for mutual reasons. You probably give it back.
Just, yeah. Why would I want to keep it?
And if you cheated on me, let's say you cheated on me with Eddie. First of all, I'll be like, what are you doing?
For
It's
sure.
Eddie.
Wow.
That
You
would
pick
make
Eddie?
sense. Yeah,
That's
that would make
crazy.
sense.
I'll be like, give me the ring back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
However,
What is it about Eddie?
Nick, I hate to tell you this,
Sorry,
bro,
Eddie.
but that's a gift, and you just should
Oh.
just suck it up. Be like, I messed up. I learned a lesson from this, and move on. So, what do you think about
Well, I already
that?
took them back.
Okay, but
Yeah, that's right.
You made the right decision.
No.
There's no chance you give her those tickets. You take it back and run.
Oh, okay.
I'm just telling you, I wouldn't have taken it back. I think you were wrong for taking it back. But now that you got it, might as well go. You know what? All right, Nick, how you feel about that?
More.
What?
I also bought 2 more for my best friend and his wife for their anniversary.
What job do
That's
you
good. They were
have
all
where you can
4 side
afford
by
these
side.
tickets?
He's loaded.
We're burying the headline here. How are you so rich? What are you doing, Nick?
Well, I was in the Marine Corps, and I got medically discharged, and so I get a pretty good pension from that, but I'm also a truck driver.
Nice. Well, first of all,
So-
appreciate you serving. Second of all, hey, I could use some tickets. You're just passing them out like candy. This is the end of my advice here. She should have the tickets. You gave them to her as a gift. If you've already taken it back, listen, you may not want to be around her anymore. You just keep them at this point. But if it's a gift, it's a gift. So, all right, Nick, appreciate that, buddy. I say you are in the wrong.
Thanks, guys.
All right, bye. One more call. Laura in Oklahoma City. You are on the Bobby Bone Show. Laura, what's going on?
Hi. I cut hair downtown Oklahoma City, and I was listening to you guys, and you're saying, hairstylists have the hardest job because they have to talk all day. Well, it's a lot like you guys. When I get in my car, I'm like, I just need it nice and quiet. I've been making small talk. I've asked, 20 or 30 people today what their plans for the weekend are. Like, funny, because at the beginning of the week, I have like 5 questions that I ask, and at the end of the week, I have another 5.
What is your
What
go-to?
did you do last?
If you were to go in today to work, what would be your go-to questions?
I'm actually walking into work. That's why I'm out of breath a little bit. So my go-to is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It was, hey, what did you do last weekend? How was your weekend? And then Wednesday afternoon after lunch to Thursday, Friday, it's what you got planned for the week.
At noon, it flips. That's funny.
It changes, yeah. But I will say it's definitely one of those things that if somebody tells me something, you can't tell the next person what the last person said.
Do you go home, though, and tell
there's
your husband?
confidentiality. Oh, yeah.
You do? Okay. All right. Yeah.
Well, I feel like even don't doctors, like they don't use names, but maybe you don't use names even with hair cutting if you go home and tell your family. You just say, I had a
like
client.
hair cutting like there's some oath you take.
Yeah, because...
No, you can share. If I'm volunteering it, you might as well share it. With a doctor, it's different because you're talking about medical.
Well, there's HIPAA and all the things. But I still feel like if they don't say the name, they could go home and say, I had this case today that
Well, and if you're opening up that much to your hairdresser, you've got issues. like just telling them everything. I murdered someone.
Have you ever been put in an uncomfortable position where someone ever
confessed
cried?
to murder. Someone's like, I killed a man. He's buried behind
one knows
the
but
Golden
you.
Corral. You're the only one that knows.
That's not right.
I have nobody else to talk to.
All right. Laura, thank you for the call. We appreciate you. Hope you have a good day today in Oklahoma City.
Thank you.
All right, see you later. Okay. Call us if you want. 877-77-Bobby. Appreciate you guys.
Get your Bobby Bones on.
The Bobby Bones Show.